So I'm super excited to show you, this is a really easy trick that I've been doing first with our elasticity serum, but now with our antioxidant serum. If you use our products, you know that we don't yet have an eye cream, but we do have our goat's milk moisturizer, which I love. I use this every day, day and night, but I definitely find that around the eye area, and then also at night in the winter time, I can see that my skin definitely wants a little bit more. Because if you've ever used our Ghost Milk Moisturizer, you know it's pretty lightweight. It's really designed more for acneic and sensitive skin. So just so you could see, it goes on really, really light and smooth. And it leaves like a nice matte finish. So this is great. I especially love it in the summertime, right? It's great if you live in humidity, and it's still very hydrating, but at the same time in the winter, I definitely like to have quite a bit more moisture locked in and a bit more of an occlusive layer. So just like some basics, your moisturizer is going to be a bit more of a humectant. So moisturizer is really gonna serve to keep the water in your skin, to deliver water and moisture to your skin and keep it there. Whereas your oil-based serums, like our antioxidant serum and our elasticity serum, are both oil-based. And any of you that use like a facial oil from another brand, these are really gonna serve more to deliver all of like the critical micronutrients, all of the really great fatty acids and things that exist in the oils, which are essentially plant fats, right? They have like all kinds of great vitamins and minerals for your skin. So to get the best of both worlds, usually we're layering, right? Like we're either applying our serum under or over our moisturizer. There is a huge debate over which is better, and I honestly think really it just depends on what your skin responds best to. Some people will tell you that by putting your serum under your moisturizer that you're just effectively wasting the moisturizer. I, on the other hand, that's how I roll though, and I feel like I like having a little bit of the matte finish on top of the oil-based serum. If you want more glow, put the oil-based serum on top of your moisturizer. But now I feel like everybody's on. We can do the fun part, which is how to make your own eye cream and night cream out of just these two little products here. So first, like a little bit about eye cream and night cream, and what makes them different than like your regular moisturizer. A lot of it's going to do with the content of oils or fats versus water. So the lighter the cream, the more water is in it. And generally for a night cream, you're going to see something much richer and generally with more restorative properties, right? So whereas for your day cream, the main goal is going to be moisturizing. You might want to layer some sunscreen on there. You're really going in the day for protection, right? So the antioxidant serum is great for that, along with the moisturizer. Whereas at night, you're just going to want to really almost like feed your skin, give it any additional moisture, nourishment it needs, but then also give it the tools that it needs to be able to, get rid of the free radicals, basically repair the damage that happened during the day, which is gonna happen just like we live. We live. So that's just the way it goes. And what I love about the antioxidant serum is it can do both, right? It has the CO2, oh my gosh, the coenzyme Q10. And what that really does is it's a critical micronutrient that gives your cells, your skin cells, extra energy for the repair process. And then it also has a lot of really beautiful fatty acids. There's rosehip seed oil, which is really deeply nourishing and restorative, along with pumpkin seed and some really beautiful oils. One thing actually I'll add, since we're on here together and chatting about these two products, is with the antioxidant serum, it it purposefully has very, very low amounts of essential oils. And this is really to keep it as sensitive skin friendly as possible. I feel like with the elasticity serum, you know, all you have to do is smell the elasticity serum. It smells like amazing, but you can tell that it has a very high content of essential oils, and it does make it very potent and very effective, but I do think that it can be a little too much for some skin types. Whereas the antioxidant serum, it has some really beautiful essential oils like frankincense, neroli, jasmine, and sandalwood, but very, very, very low quantities. So the scent that you're going to get from it, you're gonna smell those essential oils. I love the scent, but you're also going to smell a lot of the base oils, right? So you're gonna smell like kind of a fruity oil scent, which is really the rosehip seed oil, which is the main oil in this beauty, which is also why it has this gorgeous color. So onward to the tutorial. First, we're gonna just do eye cream. The process we're gonna use is the same. It's so simple, but I feel like it's kind of something you don't think to do until somebody shows you. Basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna enrich the moisturizer with the antioxidant serum. And depending on, so I'm gonna just blend them in my hand. I don't mix a huge batch. I don't like pour this into this and then like leave it on my countertop. The reason you wouldn't necessarily want to do that is that this moisturizer is specifically formulated to bond the amount of oils that are with the amount of water. And when you kind of upset that ratio, it's perfect if you're just mixing it together in your hand and applying it directly. It will stay together long enough to land on your face and work its magic. But if you leave it in the jar, it's gonna separate out and be a little bit weird. So you might not wanna go that route. But the main difference is going to be how many drops of the antioxidant serum you add to your little dollop of moisturizer. So for the eye cream, I'm generally gonna go really rich. So just to kind of show you, I will take like a little amount, probably even less than that. What I have leftovers, I put it on the back of my hands. But I'm just gonna take a little dollop of the moisturizer. And then with the eye cream, I go really, really rich, like I was saying. So I'm gonna go like 1, 2, 3, like basically, if you can see, I'm gonna go like equal amounts moisturizer and serum. I'm just gonna blend them together. Whoop. I call it making a little smoothie. And my husband makes fun of me, but he makes the smoothie now, which is the proof in the pudding. And you'll see it just comes together. It's gonna change color a little bit, right? It's gonna turn a little bit more yellowy, taking on much more of the antioxidant properties. And then you're just gonna gently pat around the eye area. I'm just gonna do my under eye since I have sparklies on top, but you can just really lightly go in there. If you like using a gua sha on your under eye, this is really beautiful to use with the tool, with the gua sha stone tool just across there. But you're gonna get some really beautiful deep hydration with the two of those, and you can make it as rich or as light as you want. I feel like when I just use the moisturizer by itself around my eye area, I feel a little bit of tightness, and I don't ever wanna feel tightness around my eye area. So I like to add, I would say about 3 drops up to the amount that I use for my eyes. So I'm just gonna take the rest of this, put it on my hands. And for night cream, we're gonna do the same process, and you get to decide how much is right for you, right? Some of us live in the desert. Some of us live, you know, in the swamp. And really like your climate is going to determine a lot of what you need, but also where your skin's at. And where your skin's at is really gonna depend on your genetics, your lifestyle, what you're eating, all these good things. So I like to, even though I am in Tennessee, I used to live in Vermont, and my skin would get very dry there in the winter. So if you live in Vermont, up north, out west, I would recommend maybe doing more than this, but really you just want to experiment and see what your skin responds to best. When your skin is both moisturized and hydrated, you're gonna have a lot more glow. You're gonna notice your skin feels more comfortable throughout the entire day. And that's because your skin's barrier isn't compromised, right? When your skin gets too dry, you get lots of teeny micro abrasions, micro cuts, and your skin starts to become inflamed and uncomfortable and peely and all those things. So you can do this also. This isn't just for night cream. You could do this for your day cream too if you need an extra boost because it's winter, or even in the summer, who knows. All right, so again, I'm gonna take a little bit more this time, and for this, I'm just gonna add like 1 or 2. It almost looks a little bit like a fried egg, right? And then since I'm doing my whole face and it's a little bit more, I will just emulsify it in my hands and just pat on. And if you really like to like slather it on, that's great too. Sometimes I do that, yanking my earbuds out. But yeah, you can just get your neck, your hands. I've been doing this with my kids because they are getting maskne, and they're like 4 and 8 years old. So I feel like what's strange about your skin when you're wearing a mask is that you're breathing in it during the day, so you're creating this very humid, bacteria-friendly environment, but also very like humid and moist. And then you take it off when you get home, right? And you're in your heated home, and it just gets super dried out because during the day, that constant moisture, I feel like it kind of messes with your skin barrier a bit. Also, messes with your microbiome a little bit. And so I feel like giving yourself a little bit extra hydration and more of an occlusive barrier to really protect the skin seems to help with that a lot.